Good morning, team. Welcome back. And you guys know what today is one of my favorite trading days. Today is same day expiration day. And as you guys seen yesterday, we had an amazing day in the overall market, and we'll get to that in a minute. But overall, the CPI data came out better than expected, reaching basically making the overall market go higher, and we basically didn't have any real pullbacks yesterday when it comes to the S&P 500. And now we're going to start the watch list. We're starting off with SQ. Looking at SQ today, see SQ has been on a bull run even before this overall trend yesterday. SQ has been moving from 60 all the way to the high of 68. If we jump over towards the 20-day chart, you can see that the 28 that we hit a resistance over here at 68.59. Right, we basically peaked up over here, and we've been kind of going sideways. So you want to watch to see if we try to break this level 68.59 and go to 70, or watch for that possible pullback at 67, and we could start going to 65. Watch for this MACD on the 20-day. It is overbought. So we got one bearish indicator, two bearish indicators if this 20-day crosses down, and the third one is going to be the break of the EMA. So we could drop from 67 down towards 65 on SQ. Next stock we're going to watch today is NVIDIA. Looking at NVIDIA, massive spike off NVIDIA. As we spoke about this early in the week about basically they had that chip deal, and you can see that NVIDIA has basically been pushing ever since, bounced off the 20-day SMA at 136, and now we're at 160. RSI is extremely overbought. Want to be cautious of that on the 20-day. Jumping over towards the 180-day, you guys can see the picture a little bit clearer that NVIDIA needs to break that 161 before we can start basically pushing up towards that 168 area. If we do pull back, it is very overbought on the 180-day as well. MACD is still crossed up, but we could possibly have a nice pullback this morning. You never know. We had a great run up yesterday, and a pullback may be in store. So we could possibly short it from 158 down towards these 153 zones on NVIDIA. So watch out for that. Next one we're going to talk about is Boeing. Boeing has absolutely been trucking. Beautiful step and staircase pattern over here. You can see it's making higher lows and higher highs. That's what you want to see on a step and staircase pattern, giving some signs of strength, right? So Boeing has been pushing up. RSI is extremely overbought. No news to Boeing. Remember, Boeing had that news basically that they had more planes being sold, and that's been basically pushing up the stock as well before yesterday's run up. So this is a key stock you possibly want to watch today. Watch for the break of 180, and we could start pushing up towards 184. You can see it back here. 180 was a support zone, and 184 was the next major resistance. If we do start pulling back, right, perfectly normal. If we do pull back, stocks can't just run up forever. Watch for the break of 174, which is concrete. 174 is the 180-day EMA, and then we could basically start pulling back down towards that 166. Watch out for that on Boeing. Next one we're going to talk about is Tesla. Looking at Tesla, Tesla was selling off, but Tesla seems like it's finding some type of support. You can see it had a descending step and staircase, and we kind of broke out of that zone. Tesla is in a major decision zone right now, so you definitely want to keep an eye on Tesla. I see Tesla was removed from Wedbush Best Ideas list for Twitter, so I don't know how that's affecting the stock right now, but we do see that we are pulling back. But besides the factor of the news, I never go by just news. Tesla is basically, if we're looking at Tesla, Tesla was on that descending pattern. It hit a major resistance zone at around that 196. Not only that, but Tesla is very, very close towards its 1-year EMA, which is basically always a major resistance zone. That 1-year MACD is still crossed down, RSI is still oversold, but we haven't had full confirmation of a bounce yet, right? We haven't had that 1-year cross back up. And that's always a red flag, right? Whenever that 1 year's crossed down, that means overall the stock is possibly more in favor for that bearish position, right? So watch out for that on Tesla, especially since we're so close to that 199 zone. If we start to break 199, no doubt that we could start getting bullish and start even pushing up towards maybe 209 on the top side. But jumping down towards the 20-day, 20-day looks like it wants to cross down. We're already starting to break the 20-day EMA. Watch for the break below 185, and then we could possibly start even going down towards 180s, maybe even retest these levels down here around like the 175s. So watch out for that on Tesla. Try to see, why is this purple? All All right, so watch out for that on Tesla. Next one we're going to jump over is SPY. SPY, right? SPY had an amazing day yesterday. As you guys can see, we had basically crazy, almost like we had a huge day yesterday where we basically ran from like 374, 375 up to like 398, which is amazing. We haven't had a run up like this since 2020, and that's saying a lot, especially since there was a lot more volatility than what we're having now. Not to say we're not having that much volatility, but 2020 was an animal of its own. But looking at the spiral over here on the 20-day, you can see we're overbought, 20 days crossing down, two bearish signs, right? So definitely want to be cautious with SPY for the long positions today. I know yesterday was amazing long position day, but you can see signs of pullback, right? RSI is overbought on the 180 day. We have a common support at that 394. We could start basically pulling back down towards 391, which would be the 180-day EMA. Always want to come back and retest that level. Maybe we bounce off of it. Maybe we break and go lower. That's what you guys have to wait and see, right? So definitely want to watch out for that. And then to the upside, let's jump over towards the 28 to the upside. We made a kind of like a sharp breakout around this 398. So you want to see if we break this 398.19 level, and then we can start basically going up towards the 400 levels. But the clearer picture on SPY is going to be on the 1-year chart. Looking at the 1 year over here, you can see the 1 year, we are still crossed up on that bullish section, right? Remember, we spoke about this in previous videos saying that, hey, that 1 year is crossed up still, even when we had that pullback back here, right? Even when we basically pulled back to the 360s, I was saying, hey, we're not even fully bearish, even though we broke the EMA, because that MACD never crossed up, right? Now we can see some signs of actually strength where this is starting to cross up, but we never know until the market. We could have a pullback, anything could happen, but overall, it is showing some signs of strength, and we are right below that basically 1 year SMA level, that 402. I think ultimately that's where the SPY wants to go before it basically rejects it, or we could basically break out and hold above it, which it hasn't done that in a while, right? We haven't got above that SMA in a while, meaning overall we have been bearish on the overall SPY. So what do you guys think? Comment below. You guys think we're going to basically have an uptrend or a downtrend? Leave a like on the video. Make sure you guys watch SPY for a possible pullback, especially if we break that 394. We could retest the 180-day EMA at around 390, or if we start to basically find some type of strength, break that 398 and hold above it and start pushing up. Overall, we do have some bearish signs. Make sure you guys keep that in mind. Use a stop loss and always protect your cap loss. See you guys in the next one. Peace.